I'm the limelight for sure, but because of limited climate conditions for teas and coffees, everything is exported out. So what India started drinking was the chai patti that was supposed to go in the dustbins. And then we became a tea drinking nation.
When you have a plan B, कि ठीक है, if this doesn't work out, I'm going to do this, then it's never going to work out because you already have a plan B in place.
I already had a plan A, this was my plan B. Baba Budan from Yemen got 7 beans in his beard and he planted it and now what we call it Baba Budan Giri in India.
What is the story? Where did he come from?
He was a
Hi Gathika.
Hi Arpit.
What's happening?
Just here waiting to talk to you.
This coffee is amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Tell me what BBR is and where did this name came from?
So BBR actually stands for a brand name called Before British Raj.
Okay.
It's a coffee bean and tea leaf brand. So basically we believe in no divide. And our logo is
You believe in no divine?
No divide.
What does that mean?
So basically the same way after Britishers came in, India was divided.
Okay.
And now we have India and Pakistan. Same way tea and coffee cannot be divided either. We always had it, so we wanted to keep it as one. So from our logo to our menus, everything is neutral. It doesn't speak, it doesn't reflect anything.
Superb. So tell me about what is BBR? Like, what does Before British Raj mean?
So before British Raj, India was a coffee drinking nation. We always had coffee. Even when we weren't growing it, we started growing it much before Britishers came in, where Baba Budan from Yemen got 7 beans in his beard and he planted it and now what we call it Baba Budan Giri in India. Whereas before that as well, Shah Jahan would always drink coffee. So he was always getting coffee from different parts of the world and we always had coffee shops called Kava Khanas, which were basically the wine and coffee places for people to talk about literature, politics in the time of Mughal Empire.
So it was only for the nobles or like
It was
normal people were also
normal
having it?
people as well. Even the teas. So we always had teas, but it was used as a medicine for medicinal purpose. So we used to do have teas in water, but we never knew it was a form of tea. So we would just drink it for migraine, sinuses. We're in different parts of India. But what Britishers did is they knew how to sell it. So they started exporting all coffee beans outside and they started selling tea leaves as well. Blue teas is something that they got from China as a sampling, but rest we always had.
So tell me about Baba Budan, am I saying it right?
Yes.
Tell me more about him. What is his story? Where did he come from?
He was a Sufi saint in, he was traveling to Yemen and then he drank coffee there. So he got it to India, but at that point of time we could not export coffee. So what happened is...
It was illegal?
It was illegal because certain part of the world wanted monopoly over it.
Okay.
So he got 7 beans with him out here because our climate can also accept it. So but because of limited climate conditions for teas and coffees, everything is exported out. So what India started drinking was the chai patti that was supposed to go in the dustbins. And then we became a tea drinking nation.
Crazy.
So Before British Raj is basically a coffee bean and tea leaf company that supplies all India. We supply to restaurants, hotels, consumers directly. And then BBR Coffee is a part of Before British Raj, which is a beverage oriented space where the menu is divided into Before British Raj, after British Raj and no divide, which is after independence, the food that we got.
Interesting. So where are you sourcing your coffee from?
So we do our own blends. We have 10 types of coffee blends. 5 of them are named after rivers of India before British Raj. 4 of them are kingdoms of India before British Raj. So it's basically everything has a history to it. So we have actually taken a part of the history and named it with a blend, resonating the after notes with it, with the story of the kingdom or the river. So like example, Bhavani Berry. Bhavani was a river. So basically all the names, Britishers came and changed the river names as well. So that's what we are giving a tribute to. Whereas the teas are fabrics of India before British Raj. The drawings on the tea leaves as well are the fabrics that we started growing in India. We make it in India and we export it outside.
So coming back to Baba Bhutan,
Yeah.
how did he do it alone, or how did he smuggle it, or how he legally traveled? What really happened?
I think he just got a hang of coffee and he realized that it's a great thing to have.
Right,
It's a
right.
necessity that we all get a hang of. So he just hid it in his beard.
In his beard.
Yeah, 7 beans.
7 different species of beans or 7?
That's what we think, but he grew like it in Babagurangiri where he just got 7 beans, which was very illegal. If he would have been caught, then we wouldn't have had coffee in India.
Wow, that's so interesting. He really changed everything.
Yes.
So tell me about your journey. Like, how did it start? When did you think that you wanted to start something like this, and how did you emotionally connect it with the history of India, and what really happened? How did you think of this?
So I always wanted to have a coffee brand or maybe a cafe for that matter. When I was in seventh grade, I knew that I wanted something which would open early, where I could connect to people, where they could be a part of my life. And then the idea dropped because after my school life, I started doing marketing. I opened my agency in college itself. So I build other brands. I do marketing and branding for other F&B or product-based brands. And then suddenly I was making a lot of coffee brands where one of my clients said that why don't you sell us coffee? And the idea came from there. Whereas then I started researching and it just stuck. Before British Raj as a name. It was a very difficult take because I thought that might not work. But I decided to take it.
No, it's incredible because when you connect something with history and people resonate with it, people understand it more. So this is your first flagship cafe, right?
Yes.
The one we are sitting in, by the way. So this is your first cafe, and you're gonna complete 2 years soon.
May is when we complete 2 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And you have couple of other.
We have other outlets as well. We have one in Panchil Enclave. We have a small pop-up in Noida, in 43 sector, and we're planning to grow it more.
Interesting. So tell me, like, when you thought of doing this, did you feel any resistance from people, or did people say that okay, don't open, or why a girl wanna get into this, or something of that sort?
So I decided to open it, and I actually made the logo in 2 days. So I'm a person who just work onto something that I like instantly. Whereas over time, my age was taken into consideration, where people do not trust people with younger ages. Do it with meetings, associations, collaborations. They don't take you seriously.
Tell me, like, your 3 failures that you learned from, like what happened when you started, or you thought I'm going to do this but didn't work out, but it opened new opportunities for you when you really tried it. Does something like that happen to you?
I think the first collaboration that we did, it was a collab with another brand, and I thought, like, when it ended, that I don't know if I'll make it. At that point of time, I don't know if the concept would work, the food would work, or anything that I do would work. So that was a very difficult thing, where every day you would think that there's so much money invested, but will the recovery come in?
Yeah. Actually, this is what really happens, that when you have, you don't have a plan B because you have so much at stake, you make it work, because then you have so much put in the platter that you can't risk it. You have to make it work. When you have a plan B, if this doesn't work out, I'm going to do this, then it's never going to work out because you already have a plan B in place.
I already had a plan A. This was my plan B. But no, it
What was your plan A?
I already run a marketing agency. My agency's been running for 6.5 years. We've done 100 plus brands. But I think it was all about connecting with people. I thought, if I don't do it right now, how do I take the stories with me? It's all the stories that matter. Like with people, when I'm speaking to them, when I'm sitting with them, how the place makes them feel. I think that's the part.
This is like your own R&D going on right
now.
For 2 years, this is your own R&D, understanding customers, understanding people.
To have them back, to see how to make them feel comfortable, how to make them feel like they belong out here.
Super, yeah. So, what is that resonates with you? What is your passion? Why do you think people should embark on a journey of entrepreneurship?
I think my passion is just like, I'm an artist. I paint otherwise.
Right.
So my job, everything that I do is creation. Like, that's what I believe, that whatever you create is a part of art. So be it my packaging, be it the concept, be it meeting people, it's a part of art. It's getting in someone's space, where either you get it through a conversation, get the feeling up through your art, through your paint, so everything. I think even if I'm doing marketing, it's a part of building another thing. So it's kind of changing the world with what you can create.
You know, last time we met was probably a year back or something.
Yes, long back.
And when one of our friends is writing a book,
Yes.
right? And then we were discussing about coffee and the history of coffee, and it was really interesting to understand from you that we always thought that India is a tea drinking country, but actually we were a coffee drinking country before. So, can you give me some more on that idea that how coffee was big and then it kind of got destroyed and then tea came in, and then when did you see that coffee was coming back into action again?
So we always had coffees as a matter of fact, and when it's an addiction. Coffee
Right.
is something that we need. It divides the world. It is related to politics. It has everything to do with the revolving around of the world, because it's a commodity that's addiction. So we already had coffees. When Britishers came in, they exported everything to European countries. Same with our tea leaves. Everything was exported out, so we had to drink something that was supposed to go in the dustbin, which is the chai patti that we drink today.
Right.
And
That's
I
the
think-
dust,
Yeah,
tea
I
dust,
think it was
yeah.
cheaper. So I think because when you have something limited, if all coffees are going outside, so limited products will always be expensive. So it became a luxury to us, I think. But over time, after I would say CCD came in, people have started picking it up. Blue Tokai, of course, made it to another level. But yes, it started with Cafe Coffee Day, where they have their own plantations. They have a set
Right.
of roasting. They have a
Right.
set of concept that they've got into every household, every street.
I think Cafe Coffee Day really changed the
Yes,
game.
absolutely.
And all thanks to them, and we must appreciate that someone took such a big step towards coffee and grew the market and saw it coming, like
Yes.
people demanded it. I think they had more than 3,000 or 4,000 stores.
Absolutely. There were sometimes
Maybe
in the
more
same
than
market,
that.
3 or 4 stores.
Yeah. Exactly. There were. I live in East of Kailash, and in that community center, we had 5 cafe coffee days, like probably in a distance of 20 meters or 40 meters, something like that. It was quite interesting. Blue Tokai is doing well.
Yes.
And I think this market is only going to grow. Like the more boutique cafes. I was in Canada 6-8 months back, and the coffee culture there was incredible. There were no chains. Of course, Tim Hortons is what Canada has, but that is like every day. You're just walking, having a breakfast. People are taking Tim Hortons, but the roasting scene, the roasting culture in Canada is huge. Like there will be like these boutique roasters everywhere, and you go there and you have dozens of flavors to choose from and dozens of beans to choose from, and it was incredible. I think that time has come for India also, where
Absolutely.
people are not just focused on chains, but they want to go for places like you, which comes with a culture, which comes with a vibe, which comes with a boutique experience.
Anyway, India has a 9.8% growth, like it's going on a growth rate of 9.8 for coffee.
Really?
Yeah, and tea is a decline for us for next 2-3 years, but like next generations are drinking coffee. So I think a lot of people will start roasting. People are getting into more profiling, more in-depth knowledge about it as well.
So, Gathika, tell me, what do people like the best about BBR Cafe? Is it the vibe? It's the coffee? It's the history? It's the emotions? It's you? What is it?
I think I'm the limelight for sure, but but no, I think it's connectivity. No one's judging anyone for what they drink, what they eat. For example, if we are serving you cappuccino with a cookie, there's gur with us, there's chai, there's ruafza based drinks, masala coke. So everything out here is okay.
Yeah.
So be it you want a smoothie, you want a shake, you want anything that you think a person would judge you for, we have it here.
No, this is, what I best liked about this place was that when I came here, you gave such personalized attention to everyone. Like I saw you chilling outside, sitting with people. Maybe now all of them have become friends of yours,
Yes.
but that happens, right? Because they're coming here and you're meeting them. But that personalized attention was really good because that really tells a lot about your passion and yourself. Have you made some great friendships from people coming to cafe?
I think so too. I think I've had friends in all age groups. Anyway, I think that was the purpose of it. When I was opening it up, I wanted to have my set of people who I can talk to and like have great stories with. It's like our tagline is every cup is a conversation. So I like talking and I love having stories. I love telling stories. I love listening to stories. So I think that really helped. So be it any age group, any gender, it has to be a comfortable space.
Any fun story that you have that you made a friend and it bloomed to be a great friendship, or it you took it beyond the cafe and you met them later, or you
I think I meet all of them later also.
Yeah.
I go out for parties, I go out for dinners,
Okay.
I know people who come with their families, like all generations coming, uh, relatives coming together. We are LGBTQ friendly, we are pet friendly, so everyone feels that it's the place for them. It has never been about anyone feeling out of the box or not fitting in. It's about fitting in together, and I think we created, and we have luckily all the people who come out here are very open-minded. So I think they are welcoming. They welcome me in their lives. They welcome
no,
BBR.
I'm sure with being so comfortable, I'm sure they can be your potential clients as well, like for your marketing agency and.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think they can be potential people who make your life better. Where when you remember things about your life, you have certain stories that you take with you.
Yeah.
Certain guidance, maybe knowledge, connectivity, love. It just matters.
Yeah. So, are you also inclined towards healthy eating?
Yeah, we do. Like we do gluten-free, vegan, lactose-free, sugar-free options as well. So any sandwich that you take could be converted into a gluten-free sandwich or a vegan sandwich, so that all the flavor profiles are the same.
Okay.
But we wanted it to be a place for all, and everyone who comes in can have the same kind of food, but have the customization they're looking for. So, for example, we have Jain meals also available because we wanted to make a place.
All year round.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right now we have a Navratri special going on for people who are fasting. So we try keeping up with all kinds of sentiments and people around India actually. We do weekend specials every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There are 2 new dishes that we do that are not repeated. So they come from different parts of the world.
I think when I look at menus and when I go to cafes, I'm a sucker for understanding nutrition.
Yeah.
And I see that there are a lot of things coffee can also do. Like for example, if you drink coffee,
Yeah.
it also reduces your absorption of vitamin B, potassium, magnesium, and if someone really creates a menu which complements that also. For example, with coffee, you give something which has potassium and magnesium in that food. That could be really interesting because you are actually countering the little bit of I won't say side effects, but let's say just effects of coffee, like even dehydration. If someone, so the best way of that I learned in Italy, when you go for a cappuccino or black coffee, they'll give you like sparkling water with lime because they want you that you also keep hydrating yourself while you're having your coffee. So I found it very interesting. First, I was like, "Oh, how fancy! Like, what is this? Like, why are they giving me sparkling water with lime?"
I think that's a good idea. I think I'm going to apply it too. I think sparkling water would be
and
great.
I was like, "What is this for?" And then I asked the guy. He's like, because you dehydrate yourself while having coffee, it just counters that. So I think that would be a great thing if you also combine such things where whatever the coffee is taking out of you, you replenishing that through your foods as well. So that could be great. So tell me more. Where is BBR going to go? What is your vision?
So we've been offered funding many times, but we haven't taken it yet because I would like to wait for a while. But because we have a retained customer value of 5 times a week, we would like to expand slowly.
Customer return
Basically,
value?
5 times a week. So one person might just come 5 times.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's like a daily coffee place. That's a huge accomplishment.
So we would like to go slow. Of course, there'll be more branches coming up. We are actually
Right.
looking to expand at different areas. Like right now, we are Delhi based. We have a small takeaway in Noida, but maybe a full outlet and one in Gurgaon as well. But supply chain wise, we have started supplying a lot of places in India, be it Pune, be it Goa, Ludhiana. So the bulk coffee uh, export towards these places have also increased for us. But internationally also we were looking to expand in another country. Maybe it happens in next 2 years or something. I can't be sure of it. But otherwise, it's going well.
So your coffee, what is different in your coffee that you're like supplying?
We are doing a lot of Robusta blends, but we
Okay.
have a lot of 100% Arabica also. It's only comfort, I think. In our coffee, it's comfort, it's relatability, it's just something that we've been having. It like you always feel connected. It's nothing that you would say, oh, maybe. Oh, I'm not saying that I'm doing. We're not doing great coffee. We're doing specialty coffee as well. But I think the flavor profiles that we have chosen are supposed to be comfortable. It's
Right.
not going out of a comfort zone for someone, and it's something familiar for people. We do, like, for example, we work with 14, 15 estates.
Okay.
So the coffees are getting blended. So they're different. Even one packet that you have will have different 5 estates of coffee inside of it.
Interesting. So like the roasting is the method that you have told them, or how does it?
So we have connected with a lot of roasters,
Okay.
and they do different kind of roasting for us. But the blending is something that we do. So we take the flavor profile because coffee also changes every 3 months. A new bean would grow up. So we have taken. We make our own flavor profiles. We do our blends. We try it out, and then we put it onto for people.
Interesting. So tell me, has it been that when you have, of course, an entrepreneur faces all ups and downs in life. When you are going through a difficult time, how do you deal with it? What do you do? Like when you plan something, okay, this is going to happen, and this is the timeline, and it doesn't happen then. How do you
I
deal
think
with it?
it's a lot of pressure on oneself because there's too many expectations for sure. And you keep thinking that this is what I want to achieve, but sometimes it doesn't happen and it's a part and parcel of life. But I think music helps.
Yeah.
It's,
What is your favorite genre of music?
I listen to all, but mostly Bollywood or like maybe like, it depends on my mood. But I listen to music all the time. I get up, I listen to music. I'm listening to music while I'm driving, and I'm listening to music before sleeping. And we have playlists here. We have 5 playlists that I've made for
Yeah.
people to listen to my music.
No, it's that's awesome because I do the same. Like music is like a good first, like for the first 5 minutes, it's a good escape because it makes you forget about your problems and you are in a different world. And then it starts, making you calmer and makes your mood milder and you get into it. I sometimes also end up sleeping with, listening to good music, especially the music which is good for your well-being, and it just makes me go in a deeper sleep. So I think music is something. If I love dancing as well, so for me, if I'm really happy or I'm really stressed out, I'm just dancing. I just go for a run, and I'm probably dancing while I'm running, and
I think-
and people are like, "Who's this crazy guy?" And I will be like, going all over the place.
But I think you're supposed to dance in the morning every day so that the perspective towards the day changes. You have a dance, you have a great day ahead.
Yeah.
You because I believe that if you start it well, you end it well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, absolutely. That is why they also say that you should have coffee should not be the first thing you should drink because you wake up because your cortisol levels are high, your stress levels are high. That's why you wake up. And if you put in coffee that
Yeah.
very time, then you mess up your cortisol rhythm. Rather, wait for an hour or so and then have your coffee. So then you will have the best effect of it and you will not mess up your rhythm and it will give you the boost that you actually need. I used to do that. I used to wake up and I trained my helper that okay, when I wake up, just give me my black coffee, and it really messed me up. And after like probably 1 year, I realized what mistake I was doing because I started reading about it and stuff. I was like, I have to give it time. So I probably start my day with lime water. It's a good detox. It's good to start burning your fat levels. It's good to hydrate yourself, and then I have my coffee. It gives me that kick which I really need. So I'm a big coffee fan, and that's probably what got me here today. Because when I met you, I was like, this is the vibe that I like, and I've told so many of my friends about your place that I have to go because I resonate a lot with the history, and when there's emotional connection towards it, right? That something
Yeah.
got destroyed and it rose out of the phoenix from the ashes, and it's something interesting.
I think all of us should be connected to a culture, but we are trying to do all kinds of coffees that India also had. Like we do filter coffee out here.
Right.
South Indian filter coffee, which is
Yeah,
the Indian
yeah,
filter
yeah.
coffee, is one of the oldest forms. So I think if people start drinking it again, it's not just cappuccinos or Americano. It's all kinds of coffees that we have, and in India, everyone should have actually.
No, of course. I think filter coffee has you know, it tells you more like it's only had on a daily. It doesn't look like a fancy
I think
coffee to
it's
have.
part of your lifestyle. It's
It's
like
part
chai.
of a lifestyle, yeah.
It's something
It's
close
like
to your heart.
yeah, it's like chai,
Yeah.
like. But I think if filter coffee is also rebranded in a much funner way, in with a great
I think
great
a lot of people are
quirks.
doing it. I think from
Yeah.
down south, we also have a packaging, but yeah, a lot of people are now selling
Yeah?
it. Even Starbucks now has filter coffee, so
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, Starbucks is doing everything possible. They have like turmeric lattes
yeah,
and pumpkin
everything.
lattes, and they're doing all of that. But that's great. Yeah. I mean, tell me about your interaction with guests here. Like, what is it like? Do you learn something from them, or have you met some very interesting people with some very interesting stories? And what are the conversations like at BBR?
So I think there are different types of conversation that take place out here. It's a lot of jokes. It's a lot of. It's like a family. Everyone sits and converses like a family member, be it relationship advice. And I think people would ask me when I am the worst person to give it out. But there's a lot of. I have actually chosen after matrimonial dates. I've chosen guys for people. Then
Really?
yeah, out here.
And
Then
any of them got married because of your choice?
I think they've broken up for me because of my choice for sure.
Yeah.
We have seen a lot of breakups happening out here. And I think we have a cookie called Heartbreak Brookie that we have kept because of so many breakups taking
Yeah.
place that we would want to give it from our side if someone's crying.
Oh.
Because it's a connection place where their happiness, sadness are
You
part
should
of us.
give a cookie when people hooking up also then.
We have a candle called Date Me for that.
Okay.
No, but I think it's interesting, because a lot of people from different parts, be it political background or professionals, lawyers, artists, would come down and connect. And at that point of time, nothing matters. No backgrounds, what is happening. I think it's a different kind of friendship that takes place out here, which is separate from the other friendships. And no one really bothers each other, but everyone's there with each other, kind of a thing. We had someone from out here who is now coming to, just got funded from Shark Tank. So he's calling me the next day saying that I'm coming to BBR, I need to tell you something. Would you be there? So I was here and he said that, it's his ritual on every 1st Jan, 7 a.m. he's out here after his hangover, eating and drinking. So he wanted me to know that now when he's, going ahead in his life, that how we were still a part of it.
That's awesome.
So he gave me a campaign also called It Starts at BBR. Let's see. But we have a lot of people who connect for work, who connect over sadness, happiness, everything. Family values for that matter. So I think stories are every day. You sit with me.
That's so cool.
You come down,
That's
you sit
so
with me,
cool.
and I think the stories don't stop.
So the best part about a cafe is the community that you make,
Yes.
and how positive that community is. And I think there's a prime example of that you're creating something awesome here. One last question I'm going to ask you. I'm a sucker for history, and
Yes.
I know that you have done your research
Yes.
on historical evidence of things. What are the three most interesting history bagged, ingredients or products or services that you've created here, which you find are something unique?
I think first I'll show you. We have made like this is a beverage menu. This has the coffees and teas and the sun signs.
Oh,
Which sun
nice.
sign
Wow.
are you? Like which coffee are you or which tea are you? One
Okay.
is the Western astrological calendar and one is the Vedic that India follows. So that's something that we have
That's
differentiation.
awesome. Wow, look at that. Taurian. I'm a Taurian, so that says, oh, I must like a cappuccino. Ooh, okay. Nice. That's so cool.
Then there are many parts of the history, for example, the vada pav. And that's now famous and trending all around. But then it is a after British Raj dish. It just came in, it's not even 100 years old technically for India. It
Oh,
came in
really?
1962
Okay.
in Bombay. So like things like that which makes sense about what we always had. But like kasata ice cream is something like ice cream in form of layers is something that you see in Mughal Empire as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So things like that.
Oh, very interesting.
So
So
these
you
are
got
three
from before British Raj,
After British Raj and after independence.
after independence.
That's how menu is divided.
That's super cool. I'm gonna put the menu in the link, so you have to go through it and you have to be here to understand the history, the culinary history of India. Thank you, Gathika, for having
Thank
me
you,
here.
Arpit. Thank you,
And it was awesome having you. And I hope you get well, you get better. And next podcast,
Yeah.
we do it again with more history and more in depth about
And more
BBR.
coffee.
And more coffee, absolutely. Take care.
Right.